JB Flyboy.
Oh, baby!
What's going on, guys? It's your boy UpsetLion. Now today I'm coming at you guys with another video. This video is going to be me doing a weapons tier list this time. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this by grabbing a weapon from each category and categorizing it by that. So I have the best AR in S tier with the best SMG in S tier and so forth. Instead of doing completely overall. Just in case, you know, even if there's a weapon that's bad, like a pistol, for example, but you guys prefer pistols, at least you guys will know which one's the best pistol. If you guys know what you mean, or what I mean. So, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I do post daily content on Back 4 Blood. Also, like the video if you guys do enjoy this list. And let's get straight into it. So, on my right now, I do have the weapon names, because on the list it doesn't have the weapon names. So I will be saying the weapon names just in case you guys don't know what it is. So we are going to start with assault rifles. Now this one, I would throw for assault rifles. The Carbine is going to go in S tier. This is going to be a little different though, because I also would throw the AK-47 in S tier. Now the reasons for that, the Carbine has way more control, accuracy, less recoil. You have more pinpoint damage, so you can hit the weak spot more on a consistent basis, which would add on to higher damage output. But if you're completely bad at aiming and you don't aim for the weak spot, it kind of destroys the weapon. The AK-47 has the highest base damage in the game for assault rifles. So the AK-47, you do get bailed out a little bit on not hitting the weak spot, and of course if you do hit the weak spot, you do more damage than the Carbine, but there is way more control on the AK-47. Like every single game, the AK-47 always has the most recoil. So yeah, I guess these two weapons depend on your aim. If you're more of a, you know, need help with control type of weapon, but the damage isn't that much worse, use the Carbine. If your aim's insane, you hit, you know, weak spots a ton, don't need help with aim. I mean, you could run an accuracy card to help you guys out, but you know that, then I would use the AK-47. So that's the reason I have them both in S tier. That kind of depends on your aim. Let's see what's next. Next, it has the ranch rifle and assault rifle. And I don't know why that's in the assault rifle category. I think that's the one that shoots really fast, if I'm correct. That's the one that shoots really fast. I would probably have that A tier. But anyway, next we're going to do the M16. Where is that located? Okay, here we go. Next we have the M16. I'm trying to decide if the M16 is better than the Scar. It's kind of like the same thing as the top two weapons. If you hit the weak spot, the damage output, the M16 would be higher than the Scar. I would throw the M16 A tier, Scar C tier, but the ranch rifle is going to be C tier or B tier also. Yeah, I feel like I'm comfortable with that because the ranch rifle is not bad at all, so I couldn't drop it to C tier. The stupid shit fucking tell me get security on my computer again. So we're going to grab the Scar, put that in B tier, and also grab the ranch rifle, which is this one, and put this in B tier also. So the M16 I have there because yeah, it is a burst, but at the same time, it's three. It's a burst of three, but the base damage is kind of like the AK-47. It's high base damage, but the recoil is less. So it's kind of like an AK-47 mixed with a carbine, but the only problem is it's a burst weapon, so you have to tap the trigger, and it shoots 3 bullets. But it has the high base damage, low recoil. It's just a burst. That's the only issue. That's why I have an A tier because it's still a really good weapon. It's just a burst. Scar I have in B because the Scar is medium damage, kind of like the Carbine, but also has recoil. So it takes the um a little bit of the worst of the two S tier weapons and builds into the Scar. You get recoil and you get medium damage. So that's why I have in B tier. And then the Ranch Rifle, if you can aim, that shit does a lot of damage. Like all semi-automatics, they do more base damage. It's going to be the highest base damage in the game for assault rifle categories. Um, but it is, trigger finger. Um, luckily in this game, there is no rate of fire cap for your trigger finger. So if you have an insane trigger finger, you can shoot it as fast as your trigger finger goes. There's no cap on it. So that weapon could go to A tier, but I'm not going to throw it in A tier. Honestly, you could switch that with the M16, or you could just throw it up there with it. But I feel like I'm comfortable with this, just because it's a semi-automatic. That's the only reason. Um, so that is the finish of the assault rifles. Next, we're going to do LMGs since there's only 2 of them. Get this over with. So LMGs, I'm gonna throw the M249 LMG in S tier. And then the RPK in A tier. Where is it? There we go. Now the reason I'm doing this, the M249, M249, whatever you guys say. This weapon is high base damage, low recoil. Just a consistent, overtime damage weapon with a nice magazine size. So yeah, you could consistently just keep hitting the weak spot for a while until the mag ends, depending on how big you put your magazine. And with the right perks and stuff, you could definitely make it a powerhouse too. I do have an LMG build. So yeah, I definitely would throw the M249 just because it's consistent powerhouse. The RPK, of the RPK in A tier because the RPK has more recoil. It does shoot faster, but it does less damage, which means increased rate of fire and increased recoil. Those two combined are really bad for each other. If a gun already has, the gun doesn't have terrible recoil, but if a gun already has worse recoil than another weapon, and you add rate of fire on top of it, it makes it even worse, recoil wise. So I'm gonna throw that in A tier. Actually, oh, I take that back. No. That's B tier. This weapon's not as good as the M16. My bad. Okay, yeah. So in B tier, weapon's not as good as the M16, but it's not so far behind these two weapons. If you could control the recoil again, it could do some good damage, but it's not crazy good. Let's see. Why is there so many pistols in this game? Oh my gosh. Try and get the lower categories done first. Um, I guess we can do melee weapons, then snipers next. So melee weapons, I'm definitely having the bat in the last place. I'm gonna have the bat. You guys are going to think I'm weird for this, having the bat so low, but I'll explain why. Bat's damn near D tier. I'm gonna have bat D tier, if I'm being honest. Now the reason bat's D tier, because the bat does like literally like no damage. You have to run a bunch of cars to support a bat, which makes no sense why you would run a bat when you have better options anyway. Holly does start with the bat, but you're not supposed to keep the bat. Um, like when a better weapon pops up, you're definitely supposed to get rid of the bat. Yeah, that is your starting weapon, but you're not supposed to keep it. There's definitely better options to use. Um, yeah, there's not too much I could say about that weapon. There's just better weapons to use, than the bat. So yeah, if you're using Holly, definitely get rid of the bat as soon as you can. I'm just looking at the weapons. But yeah, definitely get rid of the bat. As soon as you can, whenever it's in a shop or on the ground or something, get rid of it. Um, this is going to be difficult. I'm gonna do Machete next. Now, Machete, let me make sure I'm still recording. Okay. Machete, I would throw. I'll do A tier. The reason I'm gonna throw Machete A tier, I'm not sure how strong you guys know melee builds are. The amount of lifesteal melee builds get is actually insane. If you build it correctly, you can literally be tanky and have lifesteal, which makes you like never die. Machete does do the highest damage, if I'm correct, out of all the melee weapons. Um, the only reason, actually, you could throw this in S tier. The only downside of it is how slow it swings and it kills your stamina. That's the only reason I would have it in A tier. Um, but I guess if you're running more stamina cards than the regular build, you could run the machete and put that in S tier. So I guess it depends on your build once again. But the machete does do the highest damage, just, you know, slower swing speed. Um, but it's definitely super strong, and that's why I have it in A tier. Definitely better than the 3 weapons under it. Next we have Fire Axe and Hatchet. Now Fire Axe, I'm gonna put in C tier. The reason I put it in C tier is the machete is literally the same thing as the fire axe, just the fire axe hits a little bit faster, but less damage. But it literally doesn't matter. The swing speed of it is so small that it doesn't even matter. Like so small, lower than the machete, that there's no point even lowering the damage. That's why I haven't seen tier, because it's literally a copycat of the machete. Um, Yeah, if you're going to use a weapon like the fire axe, you might as well just use the machete. And then last but not least, we have the hatchet. Now the reason I'm having hatchet with this in A tier is the hatchet does good damage, and it also has the fastest swing speed. So this is going to be good for killing the common zombies. Um, I guess you could sort these weapons like that. The hatchet would be best for common zombies because of how fast you can swing. Input it with the damage of the hatchet. Um, yeah, if there's like 10 zombies running at you, you could either use the machete to try hitting all of them at once if they're next to you, or use the hatchet where you could just, you could hit probably 2 or 3 zombies at once, but you can consistently swing over and over and over fast because the hatchet is such a lightweight weapon. So having the hatchet is definitely super strong. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely want to try it. Um, And yeah, that finishes the melee category. I'm probably going to keep shotguns for last because the shotguns are going to be a real issue. I am a shotgun favorite, so I'm going to have to decide which one I think's the best. So next we're going to do snipers. Get that out of the way. 3 snipers. Me personally, I don't use snipers. Um, I guess it just depends on how. If you're using a sniper, which if you are using a sniper, you're going for that one-shot kill. You're going for hitting that weak spot, destroying whatever's health it is in one shot. If you can't do it in one shot, 2 or 3. So going by how you want to play the sniper position or class, weapon, whatever, I would throw the Beretta in S tier for best sniper. Um, where is the Barrett? I don't even see the Barrett. I don't even think he has it in here. Maybe I'm blind. But yeah, I would throw. Oh wait, there it is. I just saw it. Actually, S tier. I guess I'll throw in S tier. Because if you have that amazing aim, this weapon does produce a lot of damage, especially on bigger guys. This is not a good weapon to use for common zombies. Um, be aware of that. Never use this sniper on common zombies. You literally will just get ran through. They will overrun your sniper shots because it is bolt action. So do not use this for common zombies, just the bigger ones, the bigger ridden. Um, next I'll do the Phoenix 350L. Now personally, I've never used this weapon, so I can't really rank this, but I feel like it's another weapon like the Barrett, but it probably has a bigger magazine. But I know it wouldn't be better than the Barrett if you're using for sniper rifle purposes. Um, so I'm gonna throw this in C tier. I just feel like it's not better than the M16. Once again, I feel like it's trying to be what the Barrett is, just has a bigger mag. So you probably shoot a little bit faster and you shoot more on a consistent basis. But at the same time, if you're using it for sniper rifle purposes, and you guys will see why. If you guys are using it for actually, never mind. Throw that in C tier because I have a reason for that. If you're using it for sniper rifle purposes, you would use the Barrett over it. If you're using it for killing common zombies, you would use the M1A, which is the next weapon. So I don't see why you would want to use that. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, say something in the comment section, but you guys are understanding where I'm coming from. Why would you use this weapon over the Barrett to kill bigger zombies? Why would you use this weapon over the M1A to kill common zombies? So that's why I have it in C tier. So next weapon, as I said before, is the M1A. I have it one tier above it. This is going to be the sniper rifle that's best for killing common zombies out of all three of them, for sure. It's like a semi-automatic. So yeah, if you're killing for common zombies, the M1A is the best. Biggest magazine, it shoots, it's a semi-automatic sniper, there is a trigger finger cap on this weapon. You can't just sit there and spam it. Um, there is a cap on how fast you can shoot this weapon. So I do have that in B tier just because that cap. The cap does screw it. If you're trying to use that weapon anyway for common zombies, that doesn't make sense. You might as well just use the ranch rifle. The ranch rifle is the same weapon, just better. Um, so now that I just think about that, I would probably do this. Because the ranch rifle is better than this. But this is better than this. Yeah, okay. The ranch rifle is better than the M1A. But the M1A is way better than the whatever sniper that was. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna throw that in D tier. I take that back. So next weapons, we got pistols, submachine guns, shotguns. Pistols is going to be a little weird to talk about. There's so many of them. What? Okay. Um, so we're going to do submachine guns next. Okay, so the best weapon I think right off the bat for submachine guns is the Uzi, which is right here. Honestly, I would throw that in S tier. I might drop this down in tier. I just feel like, yeah, I'm gonna drop this down because this looks better. I just don't feel like that's an S tier now I think about it. Because you get that one shot to hit that weak spot, and then you have to reload and all that. If you miss that one shot for the weak spot, you literally just made no sense in shooting in the first place. So Uzi. The Uzi I have in the S tier is the highest base damage submachine gun in the game. Pretty sure it's higher than the UMP, but it also shoots the slowest. But it's not too slow. It's not like it's an AR slow. It actually shoots pretty fast still, but not considered fast to the other submachine guns. but it does make up with it because of the highest base damage in the game. Um, Especially in this game, you want to be able to hit more shots. You don't want to be too worried about rate of fire because even if you do shoot faster and you miss the weak spot, there's no point shooting if you're missing the weak spot. So I would rather have a more controlled weapon that hits the weak spot more than the weapon that's out of control and shoots faster and misses the weak spot. So that's why I have the Uzi S tier. Next, I'm going to have the we're going to do the UMP, but the MP5 is going to be in the same tier as that, and then the Vector is going to be a tier under it. The Vector is really strong too. See, they made the submachine gun so balanced that it's kind of funny. They're all very strong. So I'm gonna just do. I'm gonna put the UMP B tier because I would rather use the MP5 than the UMP, and I'll explain why. But the Vector, even though this is a fire rate based weapon, this gun does a fuck ton of damage. I'm gonna throw the MP5 with it. Now the Vector is a rate of fire based weapon. Does shoot insanely fast. But if you can get a bigger magazine on this thing, and the recoil is low, that's the thing. So it shoots super fast but has a low recoil. And if you get the mag bigger, you can do a lot of damage, just pinpoint shots on the weak spot. That's the reason I have it higher than the UMP. If the recoil was worse on the Vector, I would have threw it down. But the recoil on the Vector, you can control it. So that's why I have an A tier. And then the MP5 is just like the Uzi, just does a little less damage to shoot a little bit faster. So yeah, the UMP is the same way, but the UMP shoots even slower than that, but still has lower damage than the Uzi. It's just, yeah, I feel like the UMP was a weird fit in this category. I would definitely use the other submachine guns after that. But yeah, I feel like that's all for submachine guns. So next we're going to go into shotguns. Oh my gosh. I wanted to keep shotguns for last, but pistols might be the longest because this is a weird category. How many pistols they got in this game? Um, so shotguns. I know you guys are gonna have an issue with this one. I'm probably gonna have an issue with this one. Um, Shotguns. I'm going to throw. I'm thinking the worst shotguns right now, not the best. And right now, when I'm going for worst shotguns, I'm thinking either. Oh wait, why is the shotgun not here? Oh, because that's not a shotgun. That's a pistol shotgun. I was looking for the shotgun, the double barrel shotgun, but that's I guess a sidearm in this game. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm gonna say the Super 90 is the worst shotgun. It shoots the fast. No, it doesn't. The AE-12 shoots the fastest. It shoots the second fastest, but its damage is so low that it doesn't hold up for how fast it shoots. Um, when using this on higher difficulties, the shotgun feels like it does no damage. So I'm gonna just throw the Super 90. All these shotguns are like decent though. That's the issue right now. I'm gonna throw the Super 90. Is it better than the UMP and RPK though? No, I don't feel. I feel like it's not. I would throw the Super 90 in the C tier category. I would throw the A12 in B tier. The stupid antivirus shit, bro. So fucking annoying. Um, and I would throw the tac shotgun. with it in B tier, and then I'll throw the Express. Oh, but I like the tac shotgun. Fuck. This is a hard one. The Express isn't bad, but I don't feel like it's better than the tac. Okay, I mean this is opinion based, so it's what I feel is the best. So I'm gonna throw the tac 14 in A tier, and I'm gonna throw the Express in B tier with the A12. Okay, so the Super 90 does low damage. It's not what a shotgun's supposed to be, so I threw it down there. The A12 does more damage and also shoots insanely fast. And if you run a lot of magazine stuff, like to hold ammo and stuff, that's the only issue I feel like with the A12 is ammo. You do go through ammo very quickly, so if you have stuff to support ammo, that weapon's definitely a B tier weapon. The Express is really good, but I feel like it's the Walmart version of the Tag 14. I feel like the Tag 14 is just better, higher damage. Um, yeah, that's the only thing I could think of is just higher damage. Both shotguns are good, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying any of them are bad, but I would just use the Tag 14 just because it's more damage. That's what the shotgun's supposed to be, is high close damage, close range damage, and that's what I get from the Tag. So next we have pistols. Um, what the fuck? Why is there so many pistols? But first, I'm gonna just throw the M1 because there's so many pistols, guys. This is going to be a little weird to do. I'm gonna just throw the M19, which is super strong on recruit if you guys do play under recruit. But higher difficulties, I would never use it. I'm gonna just throw the M19 in D tier. There's so many pistols. Um, the reason I have that there is that it's medium damage, but consider that all the pistols, I might have to say this for like all of them. Considering all the other pistols, there's better options. The Beretta, for example, Beretta is definitely better than the M19. I'm gonna throw that into C tier. Um, Holy shit, these pictures could be a little bit better. I did not make these pictures because both of these pistols look the same. Okay, so that's a Beretta. Beretta. I have that in C tier because it is better than this one. Actually, no, I lied. I'll put this one in B tier. Um, so I have this one better in B tier because this one is better than the Glock 23. So I'm going to put the Glock 23 in C tier because the Glock is definitely better than the M19. The Beretta does a ton of damage for a pistol, but I feel like there's not enough supporting pistol cards in this game. The only one I can think of is the one that when you kill zombies with your pistol, it has a chance to drop ammo. That's literally the only one I can think of. Um, well, other than that, I just, yeah, I don't know why else you would use the Glock, I guess. The Beretta is just better than all three of the semi-automatics. Those are all the semi-automatic ones. I mean, the Desert Eagle is too, and the Magnum, but they do shoot like way slower but higher damage. But we're about to get into that. Now the Magnum, I'm gonna have the Magnum. I'm gonna have the Magnum in. This could be either B or C. Is this better than the Beretta or the same level? I'm gonna say it's B or C tier because I say the Desert Eagle's better than the Magnum. So the Desert Eagle's gonna go B tier. The Magnum is what the Desert Eagle wants to be, but the Desert Eagle can shoot more with the same damage output. It just has higher DPS than the Magnum. The Magnum shoots slower with probably a little bit higher damage, but not even that much if it is higher. Um, yeah, there's no point in running the Magnum if you could run the Desert Eagle, honestly. Um, So next, I know people are gonna have issues with this right off the bat. This is going in D tier, but this one depends on your build 100%. People run this shotgun for their double pump shotgun build. You guys don't know what that is. There is a card that gives you weapon speed. There's a card that gives you when you stow it away, it reloads by itself. And if you run reload speed with it, so you shoot the gun, switch weapons. That weapon that you just switched from, it reloads while you're switching. So you shoot the next shotgun, go back, reload, shoot the shotgun. You keep switching back and forth, shooting each shotgun. Um, but that's only good if you run that build. That's the only reason I have in D tier. If you are not running the double pump shotgun build, this shotgun is so unnecessary to use that's why I have it in D tier. There's just no point running it if you aren't running that build. Um, Next I have the Tech 9. I'm being real with you. I'm having the Tech 9 in A tier. The Tech 9 is Carly's weapon. It's a automatic pistol, but does really nice damage for being an automatic pistol. Low recoil. It's just a very good pistol. Um, yeah, they definitely snap by giving Carly that. So that I'm having that one in A tier. I feel like it's, I wouldn't say way better than the Beretta, but it's definitely better. Um, and then yeah, I think that's it, right? Why are those two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pistols. How many did we place? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which pistols are that? Oh, that's the Glock 23. I swear I placed that already. Bro, it's so confusing because there's so many pistols. It's so irritating. So that's why. So this is the Beretta. Okay, so this one is the Glock, right? Or is this one the Beretta? See, that's what I'm saying. They look literally the same, which is super, super aggravating. Glock 23 doesn't have a back end. This one's the Glock. Okay, yeah, this one's the Glock 23. Glock 23 would be B tier because it's better than the Magnum. But it's not as good as the Beretta. I'm confused because the pictures are so hard to pick which one's which. Like I can't tell. Okay, so I'm gonna just say the pistols, and then if it's not the picture, it's not the picture. Whatever, I don't care. I'm not trying to like be a detective and study the pictures. Um, so M19 is going to be D tier, which I do have. Next pistol over is the Beretta. The Beretta I feel like is better than the Glock 23. So the Glock 23 would be this one, whatever, one of these. Um, the Beretta would be this one. Same with the Desert Eagle. There you go, B tier. Then there's the Magnum, which the Magnum's worse than the Desert Eagle, so I have in C tier. Then there's the shotgun pistol, which is the worst. The tech pistol, which I feel like is the best out of all of them. Oh, and that's why there's an extra one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why. There's an extra card. Okay, we're good. I was so confused. I'm like, I don't understand how I'm missing one. There's 7 sidearms and yeah. Okay. I think he misjudged that this shotgun is a sidearm, but whatever. Yeah, that is the tier list. That was a little wild. The pistols definitely confused me a little bit. There is a lot of them, or sidearms. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. I do post daily content on this game. If you guys have an issue with the list, just let me know. We can argue about it. I want to argue with you guys. I'm sick of y'all. How about that? and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.